share here, go back to the main meeting. Double check my notes, make sure I've hit everything. That's basically it. We can open it up to any comments or Q&A. And this is kind of my allegiance speech, if you will. What I'm doing here with Coach Basics is I'm committing to you. Everybody here that's here in this hangout, you've taken the time out of your Wednesday evening because you believe that there's something in this that's exciting. There's something in this that can help you go to another place. And we all are driven by a different, call it why. We all have a motivation, something deep down that's saying, I want to do this and I want to be successful. And whatever that may be, that's your personal why. But it's a why that is good to share. And so one of the homework assignments that we're going to have coming out of our first meeting, and I'll put it on the page, I'll do a reiteration of what our homework is to post your why. Why did you sign up as a Beachbody coach? Where do you see yourself in 2 or 3 years? That is what we want to be, striving for. And my commitment is to help all of you get there. I'm fascinated by this business. I'm 100% on board with this company and everything that they represent because the world needs it. Society is in a bad place right now when it comes to the obesity crisis, and Team Beachbody says enough's enough. Let's end this trend. Let's get people healthy and fit and be examples of health and fitness that can inspire others around us. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. It's going to be an exciting 30 days. I will be spoon feeding you some really cool stuff every single day, and then we'll meet again next week. With that, if anybody has anything they want to add, if you have a question you want to throw out there right now, go for it. Just kind of wave your hand in front of your camera and I can unmute your microphone. Or if you're calling in from an outside line, just go ahead and type into the chat box there. Janine, you good? Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right, we got Shane. 1 second here. All right, Shane, how you doing, man? You're unmuted.
Good, Don. Don, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Just had a question with invites. How can it work with people who aren't on Facebook?
Email.
Do you have any advice for that?
Yeah, email. Basically what you can do is you can utilize the challenge group guides, which we'll be learning everything about. The challenge group guides have a daily post tip, something having to do with exercise, nutrition, or motivation on each and every day of the support group. Well, you can copy and paste that not only into the Facebook group, but you can also send it as an email to somebody individually if you have to. Is that okay? And one thing I will say, those that aren't on Facebook, Facebook has just brought a new paradigm to support when it comes to health and fitness, and Beachbody identified it. If it wasn't for Facebook, Team Beachbody would not exist the way it is today. Because these online challenge groups, these support groups are where, using Facebook, there's this camaraderie and peer support that comes together from the people that are doing the programs in that private group. And then they've got the leadership of the coach. But again, if somebody's not on Facebook, then you can email the information and still lead them as a coach. They're just not getting the camaraderie and peer support of everyone else. If that makes sense. Okay?
Great. Thank you, Don.
You got it. All right. Is there anything else? All right, guys. Final point, and then we can break. On the 7-day quick start where I went over the 3 vital behaviors, there is, I'll show it up. I'll hold it up here. At the bottom of personal development, at the very bottom of personal development, it says, watch the Beachbody Challenge Group training videos, 1, 2, and 3, to learn the 3 vital behaviors and how to start your first challenge group. Those, where it says 1, 2, and 3, those are hyperlinks to 3 training videos. So there's 3 highly effective training videos on how to start your first challenge group that are really important to watch between now and next week if you haven't already done so. And that is just, some of the homework between now and then. If you can do an hour a day, that's going to get you to where you want to be by the end of this training. All right? So I hope you've gotten some good insight from the first meeting. The first meeting is a lot of overview and understanding of where we're going to go. And then we'll really get into the nuts and bolts of this thing starting next week with the invitation process. But just start thinking about the people who you can help and start thinking about the start date for your first challenge group. My recommendation is that you pick a time sometime, maybe second week of June or so. That'll give you the entire month of May for your invitation process. And all we want to do is get you 3 customers, 3, to hit your Success Club in May. That's your goal. All right? Thanks a million for being here. I'm going to sign off. This has been recorded, and we'll see you guys next week. Good night, everyone. We'll see you.